Hey everybody, it's Greg Milby, Community Storyteller for Kentucky's Heartland, and welcome to the Work Matters segment for September, brought to you by our friends at the Kentucky Career Center Lincoln Trail. For employers of all sizes, one of the top priorities is not only talent attraction, but also talent retention. There are many strategies employers can use to keep quality employees, but one thing that may not be considered enough is an emphasis on corporate giving. To discuss this topic, I am joined by Joe Fowler, who is the CEO of the United Way of Central Kentucky. Joe, thanks for spending some time with us.
Greg, thank you very much. I'm so happy to be here to talk about this topic.
It's always glad to have you in. But before we dive into the topic at hand, it would be a mistake on my part to not ask, what are some things happening right now with the United Way of Central Kentucky?
Oh, wow. Well, September is a crazy time of year for us at United Way. Obviously, we always kick off our annual campaign in September, so we're really busy putting those pieces together. But other things are going on too at the same time. We have our first ever annual fundraiser golf classic. It is a golf scramble, but it's unlike any golf scramble I think you've ever been in around here. It's not about the scramble, it's about the fellowship, the networking, and the fundraising aspects to have some fun and still give to a cause in our community. We have 20 plus funded partners in town like CASA, Springhaven, Silverleaf, Helping Hand of Hope, and it takes a lot of fundraising to provide the necessary assistance to people like that, and we so enjoy doing it. So this golf classic is going to be a little different in that we're going to pamper you a little more. We have some fun games that we're going to do. There'll be a little raffle. We have a bottle of 12-year Pappy we'll be raffling off. Been doing some pre-bidding, so we're getting it up to a reasonable number now. I think it's at 1,500. Is where the raffle, but we'll be raffling that off that day. A few other gift items, and of course there'll be a dinner afterwards. And we're going to just do a little more pampering and try to make it a little more of a not your typical scramble.
Okay. Now, I know these are unique things that you've started doing more of, kind of, I guess, expanding and enhancing what United Way, some of the fundraising opportunities. But I know workplace campaigns have kind of always have been mentioned before. In what ways does participating in corporate giving benefit local businesses around here?
Well, I think the biggest thing is it helps build camaraderie within the workplace. People enjoy being able to go out with their peers or associates or their comrades and to have a fun day helping other people. And it builds loyalty to themselves and to their business. And I think they all appreciate the fact that whoever they're working for has a strong belief in helping build a better community, and that they allow them to be a part of doing that during work time. Mm-hmm. In most cases, that's most cases, an employer will give an employee a day off or half day off to participate in these things, and I think people are very proud of that, and I think it builds a real loyalty to the organization.
So one more question, because by the way, Joe is struggling with losing his voice a little bit too. So we're trying not to extend this too long, because we do appreciate you playing hurt today.
Okay.
You came in and played hurt, and the coach is gonna see that.
I appreciate that.
Could mean something a little extra for you.
Extra bonus in the contract.
Yeah. Don't be looking too close to it though. So does the United Way of Central Kentucky see itself as an organization that contributes to regional workforce development? Because we do have you on the Work Banner segment.
Sure. Yes, absolutely. And I believe United Way is a strong proponent of particularly small business, local business, and without the business, where are we going to raise money, first of all? Mm-hmm. So we need a vital, vibrant workforce to help us in what we do. So obviously, simple answer is yes. We're a strong believer in that. We think it's extremely important.
And you guys support, what I think it works itself kind of like the circle of life. There are people that need the services of some of the funded partners in our community, and it seems just to kind of not get a hand out, but get a hand up. And those people end up getting themselves gainfully employed at some of these companies here, and then they give back to the United Way. So it kind of seems like it's a cycle, but you are helping these employers as well find talented people in the workplace, because some of them may not have the same advantages as other people.
Absolutely, and one of the directions United Way has been moving the last several years is to do more internal programs. For many years, United Way was more of just a check writer and letting the others do, but we are slowly moving towards more internal programs, which do exactly what you say. For instance, we have a partnership we're getting ready to announce with Family Scholar House and with the community college concerning the program they're putting on campus. We're going to make a large donation to take this off campus, with the primary focus being those who aren't really wanting to go back to school or can go back to school. But a perfect example to me would be someone who's faced a domestic abuse situation and they have made a decision. They have to get out of that. They have to. That's a life-changing decision.
Yes.
And many times those people leave with nothing more than the clothes on their back, kids tagging along, thinking, where do I go? What do I do? One of the things they have to have is going to be a job. So what we're working with Family Scholar House and the Elizabethtown Community College is to bring an apprenticeship type program to these type people where we can get them into the full circle of services, because God knows they're going to need other help besides a job. So we get them in all those wraparound services, just like the college kids are going to get that are in that program. We also get them any necessary funds to maybe help pay certain bills so that they're not behind all the time. Help them in any way we can in that form or fashion, with the long-term plan being that we'll get them back into the classroom in order that they can get a life skill and eventually a position with one of these fine services, fine companies, and it will be a generational change. And that's what we're focused on, is generational change. It's not just a handout. That's a wonderful thing. We need handouts. Many times you have to have the handout before you can give the hand up.
Yeah.
People are so far down. But once you can get them to a certain level, it's time to show the tough love and to pull them into some type of program that actually lets them make a real change in their life.
Good stuff. Well, Joe, I appreciate you taking time today, and more importantly, appreciate you playing hurt and coming in because of this information being so important. And thanks again for your support as always.
Well, we appreciate so much, and every opportunity. You guys have been wonderful partners, and we look forward to continuing. Awesome. Well, if you want to learn more about the United Way of Central Kentucky, their website is unitedwayck.org. Again, that's unitedwayck.org. If you want to learn more about the Kentucky Career Center Lincoln Trail, you can go to their website, which is ltcareercenter.org. Again, ltcareercenter.org. Or you can give them a call at 270-766-5115. Joe Fowler, I'm Greg Milby. This is your September Work Matters segment on Kentucky's Heartland.